Y'all, today is officially Monday, the 24th or 25th? I don't know, dude. My freaking circadian rhythm is so off. Can you see these dark circles under my eyes and these bags? They look so awful. I didn't really sleep a whole lot last night because the folks above me were making loud noises. Let's just put it that way. And I only had like a few hours the night before. I had worked a long shift. I worked the whole day from like 8 a.m. to like freaking 9 p.m. I get home 30 minutes later. I want to go to bed. That's not in the cards for me to fall asleep in my bedroom because of the loud noises. And then they didn't stop until like 1:30 in the morning. And, you know, there was loud noises coming out the window, so I had to close my window. Then there was loud noises coming from the ceiling. A lot of very sus noises. I felt like an adult who had children, and I kind of feel sad that I didn't tone down loud noises when I was little and my parents were saying us to stop making loud noises at night so they could sleep. That's the kind of situation I'm coming to the realization of. Other than that, still just as hard to sit. I'm sitting right now and I'm hurting. That's kind of how prostate testicular issues go. I don't know if I'm gonna find an affordable urologist anytime soon. I'm at worst come push to shove, I'm just gonna have to put up with it. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to put up with it because I don't have the income to medically take care of those organs, unfortunately. Tell everybody, you don't always get what you want in the world, and you have to make do with what you have and what you can't have. That's just called adulting. That's literally how adulting works. Anyway, I'm falling asleep at work. I don't have a whole lot of energy left to say. But aside from my weekend being kind of crappy in terms of trying to sleep and trying not to get sleep because, you know, I work like 365 days of the year. I rarely get a day off. And if I do, it's probably maybe less than 20 days of that 365 days of the year that I may or may not get off. Yeah, I don't know what I'm making right here. So yeah, quick thing that I want to say is I love you all. Y'all are freaking amazing. I hope you all are well. I hope to see y'all soon. I don't think I'll have an upload this Sunday. So enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. I will see y'all soon. I have to finish, edit, and uploading Rei does number 19 on my gaming channel, this channel right here, because I owe an upload for that. So I'm not going to be able to have time invested into editing another vlog and uploading it. If I do, it's just because I busted my ass because I couldn't get sleep and there was no point in sleeping. There was just editing. So we'll see. I'll see y'all soon. I love y'all. Take care. Peace. Enjoy the vlog. Sorry for a really long introduction. Just remember, some uploads are fragmented due to my negligence of deleting stuff that I shouldn't have deleted by accident, because I didn't know that. I was explained in Entry 13. Right, so I'll be honest with y'all. I'm feeling completely lethargic, exhausted and tired, and I'm just kind of daydreaming, having like no function or, I guess, motivation today. So it's really hard to keep myself on task with falling asleep, drowsing and falling asleep like this guy right here. And it doesn't really help that it's a rainy day. So today, as y'all know, rain really mentally and physically drains me, as well as being forced to talk and interact with people. Not that I don't want to, I just really don't like interacting with a lot of neurotypicals, especially people I don't freaking know. It's that little like self-mutuism, if you want to put it that way. But even kind of gets really even more redundant when it comes with people I do know, and I just go through these phases and times where I just don't want to interact or be verbal with anyone. So anyway, as y'all know, I got my blood work last Wednesday. They did fill my prescription. I do need to reach out to them, but I also have to get down to Walmart, get Paul to drive me, and then take me to Walmart to get the rest of my 90-day prescription, which is a 60-day prescription on all three: spironolactone, progesterone, and estradiol. I am so drained. It is really hard to stay motivated. We still have one more room today. Today should have been a quick and easy short day, but today I felt super sluggish and lethargic and demotivated since not being able to sleep. I'm not like irritated or pissed at the fact that they're in a relationship and they're doing that. It's just, as an autistic woman, especially autistic women, we don't like having to change tasks or really stray away from a ritual of sorts that is our daily thing. Okay, this always happens at this time, it has to happen at that time, it has to go to this time. That sounds really complicated and convoluted, but that is usually how it works. I don't like erratic behavior. I don't like randomness. A lot of randomness that goes into my head for my brain to try and process and keep up to date with what's happening. It mentally drains me as much as this guy right here. So, I'm at the stage where, I used up, 80% of my lifespan. I only have about somewhere between 2 to 6 more years left to live for what's rated for my lifespan. And I'm just feeling like I'm already like 78 years old and I'm ready to kill over. And it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of in my retirement age. Despite that, doing all these vlogs and, the farming and the gardening or whatever, the interacting with y'all on the internet, and then y'all in general, I couldn't think of any other way to spend my retirement, even if I'm tirelessly working on something for financial gain or for mental stability or for amusement, to buy it past the time because y'all would enjoy it. There's just always something going on and I always have to be busy. So me and my little guy, we're gonna probably call it a day finally. Go to Wally World, get our medication on this rainy, dreadful day, come back, finish up the last room up top, and then get to editing. This is the last you will hear from me, I hope. I don't think anything else will come from this, but hopefully I don't have to do this, because the reason why I'm making this intro so quickly is so that I can get the video out as quick as possible and work on Raida's number 19. Sorry, my brain is so scatterbrained, but that's gonna be it. So I was correct. He forgot. Completely forgot. And they had filled it Friday. I didn't get the notification until like Saturday. But by then I fell asleep on Saturday for like 36 straight hours into Sunday. And then basically I kind of just like completely forgot about it until like yesterday, when we try to go on Sunday, which was yesterday, that we go ahead and pick up my prescription, and they were closed because I didn't realize that we're still technically in the Bible Belt. So things do close every Sunday. Don't get me wrong, like I go to church sometimes on every like Sunday or whatever, but like 6 p.m. is, I don't know what to say. Anyway, we're gonna just, I called them just to verify if they could hold on to it for like, I guess until tomorrow. We'll go take care of it tomorrow, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the Holly room and try not to fall asleep. And hopefully I can go to sleep tonight at a reasonable hour. Probably not, because people are insane. I did nearly melt down though. I was stressing. I was on hold for like 15 minutes on the phone just to verify all that. And then people forgetting things, and we've already planning things ahead in advance. Those just add to melting down. So I'm trying to keep myself together. Look at that squirrel.
This is just ridiculous. Hey,
Look
Naomi,
at that.
you really
Shh. What up? Oh my god, that's a black walnut. Holy frick, dude. That explains a lot of things on how these squirrels get so fat and big. Holy cow, dude. He or whatever, they just like freaking took apart the black walnut. He just start chewing on it, dude. Oh man. That's pretty wicked, dude. Oh my god. That explains everything, how they get so big. Oh god, dude. Oh man, I got work to do. I can't be asked, but I think he's about to. Oh my god, dude. They're so freaking big, dude. Alright, so it is the 2nd of October. I've been here basically all day. We are in my second favorite room, the Azalea room. As y'all know, we had a bit of a wedding. I think I mentioned that. If not, there was a wedding, and it had a lot of kids. And I don't know if you know this, but we have a lot of sugary substances here, like cookies and sodas. And what happens to the little bodies running around the house after sugar has been put in their system for God knows how many hours? A lot of running, a lot of musical chairs being thrown out of every room into other rooms and then into hallways. Amongst some of these pillows were being slightly damaged, or musical chairs as well. In this case, musical pillows. It's been a stressful day. I will not be able to tend to my garden because it is almost 1600. When I say 1600, I mean 1800. My brain is so fried. I'm mixing up 4 and 6 p.m. right now. A really bad day, actually. So the Camellia room and the Magnolia room are out of service due to some plumbing issues. We're going to have a biohazard team come by and clean out that place. Most of the family of the relatives who had the wedding, who were shit-faced drunk and weren't taking care of their kids and weren't actually disciplining their kids, are all gone now, hungover. They left early this morning after breakfast. You know, yesterday breakfast we had a lot of extra food because kids were refusing to eat our breakfast. You know, there was like well over 20-something people. I think 25. And one of the kids that we had was actually a trans girl who was really young, and her parents were very supportive. And I think she was like 8 years old or something. So on one hand, I'm really proud that there's a parent out there who's supportive of their transgender child, because I didn't have that growing up. On the other hand, it makes me really depressed that people who actually can have kids choose not to discipline their kids or terribly raise their kids. And it makes me sad because me, as a transgender non-binary person who sometimes identifies as female, who has higher estrogen, lower testosterone, who wishes they could have children and be a mom themselves, doesn't have that option, biologically speaking. I have to adopt. I'm not in the financial situation where I can adopt, but if I ever was like these parents were, I would adopt, and I would not raise my kid in such a manner. Of course, it doesn't help that they were all drunk anyway, so like, even if they were to discipline their child, it's not like they could actually do that, you know? Neurodivergent people, neurotypical people, adults that are cishet and neurotypical, does it make me despise them or hate them anyway? It really doesn't. It makes me depressed to see what kind of future my generation will do, because they were millennials. I'm a millennial. So, I don't know. I love everybody. I don't really care too much about that. None of that's really a concern for me specifically. But hopefully it will make me feel, I guess, better in multiple ways, because I know that I was raised by my grandfather. I was raised by a different generation, completely different from my parents. And I know what to expect if I ever have the opportunity to raise my own children, because I know they'll be completely different from this current generation of children and the one that will come after that. And I know they will mix those beliefs in with their children in the future, because they will also be raised very different. It's a weird cycle to look at it like that way. But overall, I'm not upset. It actually made me cry a lot, because I was looking at all these children and I was like getting mom crazed, like thinking like, oh man, I wish I had kids myself, you know? Stuff like that, you know? I was kind of happy to see that this house was full to the brim of just very different people. It's been a really stressful day cleaning up every single room, figuring out mind games of where this goes and where this doesn't go. And I was stimming out, I was in a freaking playground just stimming the hell out, saying, yeah, this goes here, this goes there, this goes over yonder somewhere. It's a weird, strange day where I didn't actually, I guess, like, meltdown or anything, or had a reason to build up to a meltdown, because I was like, I already expect going into this, I expected that there was going to be a huge mess to clean up. The thing that would have upsetted everything was the fact that Mark, who had planned these last 3 weddings, this is the 3rd one, there's one more coming up, didn't actually have the brain set to go into the year and be like, oh, so you're all going to rent out all single freaking rooms. Does that mean that you own the whole building? No, it does not. But the fact that he planned these, he always made the schedule for who comes in what days and what works what. Never had the sense of brain to actually say, hey, this is me organizing all this. Maybe I should put my name down to work these hours and work these days. He never did that once. It was all up to all of us to take care of everything, even though he planned for everything. So that's just carelessness. And I think that is karma as well, because he's quitting anyway. So what's the point? What is the point to this whole story? The story is, if you're allowed free reign over your own employment, you shouldn't bite the hand that feeds you. You really shouldn't. So he's going to quit. Tomorrow's his last day. I'm going to finish up the things I need to do. I need to vacuum this room. I need to aerosol the whole room. And then spray down most of the surfaces that you would normally touch with hands, because I do that every time with every room. In this case, more often than not, because we did have like 20, almost 30 different people here coming in and out of the house in the last 2 days. Surprisingly, none of the kids drowned in the pond in the back yonder or steal any of our koi fish or try to attempt to eat them. I'm sorry that this segment has been extremely long. I'm really sorry about that. I will get back to finishing up everything else. I gotta vacuum this room. I got to vacuum the staircase. I already did the employee staircase. I already did the upper terrace of this landing. And then I have to vacuum the dining room and then the, I guess the parlor area. And then the entryway. And then I have to sweep off the front porch. I was going to vacuum there, but I might do that tomorrow because we're already having guests there for happy hour. All right, yep. Wish me the best of luck for the rest of the day. I will see you when we get back home. Unless something else happens. Peace. Okay, so technically speaking, all I have left is the dining room and the camellia room. Apparently the camellia room is not out of service. It's just the magnolia until at least tomorrow. It'll be professionally cleaned by a biohazard team of some sorts. I think they actually are biohazard. I'm not really too sure. Technically it is 1900 and we've been here since 1300. So we actually have to technically take a break and get some food to eat. I'm not technically hungry, but I guess legally I have to take a break. So I guess I'll go temporary log out, eat some dinner, come back and finish up this room. Ciao. It probably doesn't look really that good, but Mom claims that it tasted really good. So first off, this is what we heated up for lunch. Some of the slop. It doesn't look good under this light or this camera, but this is what's in it. Potatoes, vegetable broth, rice, I think crushed red peppers, some herbs. I can't remember which herbs I put in it, but salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, sliced jalapenos, diced onion, diced garlic or minced garlic, diced something else. I just can't think what it was. Some sort of green bell pepper, I think. Of course, my own peppers that I got from the garden. And then some vegan mayo with some sriracha. And some of this vegan cheese, which is really good. This is one of my favorite. And that's basically what's in it, aside from spinach. I don't know what else to really talk about. There's a few other things, but I just can't think of what it is. I'm gonna finish up this after lunch, which is technically dinner. We will go and vacuum that room. Ooh, that room that's right there. All right, it is almost 9. I'm tired. I want to go home and go to bed and all that stuff. We had a full day today, and we had some stuff that we wanted to take care of that we were mentioning yesterday, like the table, not being able to do the table because, well, it's table. I'll explain that in a bit when we get home. But I'm going to take this back. I'm not going to throw this out because we don't believe in wasting garbage, especially when it has this much quantity that we can put stuff in there, because we don't like feeling like wasting like trash bags. You know, plastic is killing the environment, so to speak, and ecosystems are crumbling below us. Take that basket back, and we'll vacuum tomorrow. I already put the vacuum cleaner up, and I don't want to disturb the guests that are in the ivy garden who will hear me taking it back out of the the basement door, whatever. It makes a lot of noise, opening and closing it and all that stuff, and it's basically time to turn in for the day. I don't know who is technically watching this part into the vlog, but if you're an employer, please do not exploit neurodivergent people with autism and other neurological disabilities, or people with mental disabilities or physical disabilities. Don't exploit us. Don't exploit us even if we're a minority who are trans or gay or lesbian, whatever. It's not nice to exploit people who are not a majority, some people who are not neurodivergent and that are cis hetero. That's just wrong. So if you believe in exploiting people like me and working us fingers to the bone, then I hate to say this, but you're not worth our time. And we can find other employers out there. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here. We're done. I love everybody. I love you all. Y'all are great. I'll show you something fun in a second before we get out of here. Every night we go ahead and write out some stuff out here. Sunday housekeeping, that's tomorrow. 4 turnovers. 5 turnovers. 1 must. Wait, this doesn't make no sense. This is technically turned over, and someone else is turning over this. I'll erase this. That doesn't make sense because we just finished the room. And we need to write down necesita pasar la aspiradora. I'm writing a little big. It's a little bit hard because I got a phone in my hand and I'm looking through a camera that's smaller than what it's supposed to be. Anyways, that says, necesita pasar la aspiradora. That means needs vacuuming. So I write a note here so that we know that this room needs vacuuming. And then basically we turn over Magnolia. They'll be here at 8 something in the morning. They'll do it, get that cleaned up. I'm not going back in there, y'all. It's horrible. It's a war zone. And then we do Sunshine and Ivy Garden, and then Walnut Room. I'm tired, y'all. We have a full day. The last 2 days. Today was a full day. I'm going home. We're going home. We're going out to the pastures, y'all. And then, oh my God, dude, I'm exhausted. I'm so glad and happy to be back. Every time I look at my plants and they're doing well, it makes me happy. I just watered them and turned on the grow light, so they should be fine. Look how big my little baby pak choy is getting now that we have these bigger lights in. Gosh bless it. They're growing as much as the ones outside were, but they're catching up slowly. We're gonna go ahead and close these blinds because I don't need them. And then in the morning when before we head to work, we can go ahead and open these back up and turn off the grow lights. Leave them like that. Probably leave the blinds as is, but let's go fetch our medicine. Okay, it is a mess in here. I don't know why I gotta throw that out, but there it is. That's my This is my progesterone. This is my spironolactones. We take one of these as well. My estradiol, which we take 2 of these. And that's what that looks like. The bluish, purplish pills are estradiol. The white one that looks like an egg with AK2, that one is my progesterone. And then the other pill is my spironolactone, the 50 milligrams of my spironolactone. So we'll just go ahead and take this. It is pretty much like 9:15ish or whatever. And I'm already home. We're gonna have to leave those in my bedroom, those chairs in my bedroom, and then we'll go ahead and do the table tomorrow because I don't want to make noise for Joanne below, because I believe in being a good neighbor, even if other people may not see that. So this is basically what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bath because I need a bath. I'm sweaty, tired, exhausted, so I want to take a bath and shave my legs because Rei likes having shaved legs, and that makes Rei a happy girl for the most part. And I also need to do a thing of RuneScape farm runs because I don't believe in XP wasting. And then we'll probably go ahead and get some ice cream later because I want cookies and cream ice cream, and I love cookies and ice cream. Or cookies and cream, something like that. Ciao! That's gonna be it for the vlog, unless something interesting happens.